What's up, everybody? Jeremy here, an unofficial hand model for cracking packs for Wizards of the Coast. And for you, the loyal subscribers, to probably the fastest growing Magic the Gathering channel, at least at this time, on YouTube. By the time I upload this video, we'll already be over 6,000 subscribers, and we're adding nearly 75 new a day. So you guys are doing awesome. So keep subscribing, keep telling people about the channel so I can keep pumping out these crazy unboxing. So you saw in section 1, we found a Force of Will. I think all odds, like with the dual lands too, even with the revised stuff I open, I think the odds are around 2 Force of Wills, even though they're uncommon. 3 would cover me up. You know, a couple of Lakes of Dead, Thawing Glaciers, or there's that other artifact. Hopefully we'll see that. It's another cool card. Pack 1. We've got a Nature's Chosen, Storm Elemental, Bounty of the Hunt, and a Phantasmal Sphere. A lot of text. You don't really see this that much nowadays. Flying at the beginning, it's a 0/1. Flying at the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter. During your upkeep, pay 1 for each of these 1/1 counters or bury it. If it leaves play, put an orb token into play under target opponent's controls, saying, treat this as an XX blue creature with flying, where X is equal to the number of 1/1 counters on Phantasmal Sphere. Did you guys get all that? I zoomed out a little bit so it wouldn't be like constantly trying to focus. What do we have here? A Reprisal. A Balduvian Dead. Bounty of the Hunt, and a Splintering Wind. The obligatory 4th check. It deals 1 damage to target creature when you pay 3. Put this Splinter token into play. Treat this as a 1/1 green creature token with flying and cumulative upkeep of 1. Thank goodness that's gone. If this token leaves play, it deals 1 damage to you and each creature you control. Yikes. So many, nothing's just purely good back then, huh? So many strings attached to everything. Speaking of strings attached, Inheritance. False Demise. Misinformation. It's pretty cool artwork, huh? Keeper of Tressorhorn. A 6-drop for a 6/6. If Keeper of Tressorhorn attacks and is not blocked, deal no damage. It deals no damage to defending player this turn, and that player loses 2 life. It loses 2 life. Effects that prevent or redirect this damage cannot be used to counter. What? That just seems like it sucks to me. It's like a defender. I attack you with my 6/6, take 2. Your turn. Kerokian Plague. Scars of the Veteran. Man, I've seen plenty of that. Ritual of the Machine. Alright. As my dog barks at nothing because he needs attention. We're going to the park tomorrow, so he gets extra excited. Sacrifice a creature to gain control of target non-black, non-artifact creature. Alright, so I think this is right around the time we found a Force in the first box. I have enough freaking Scars of the Veteran for a lifetime. Gorilla Shaman, Reprisal, Urza's Engine. Dun 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 dun. 1/5 trample. Pay 3 for banding. Pay 3 for all creatures banding with a gain trample. I attack you with my 1/5. Oh, I'll block with this 1/1. Oh, did I mention it's trample? Alber's Spirit Guide, Mirsha's Groundbreaker, False Demise, another Urza's Engine. There's another picture of me. This is before I had a beard. You know, when I grew my beard, I look a little different now, but... Alright. So how you guys enjoying the vintage unboxings? We got some cool stuff coming up. Do the Alliances, Ice Age, Cold Snap, Future. I'm going to try to do Future State before Modern Masters, but it really depends how many tutorials I decide to do. Man, False Demise. How is that not, like, boy, I think they probably had different levels of uncommons, right? Winter's Night, Enchant World. White, red, green. Whenever a snow-covered land is tapped for mana, it produces one additional mana of the same type. It does not untap during its controller's next untap phase. Yeah, I haven't seen... They must have dropped lands. Well, they do have regular lands. They must not have, like, basic lands in these packs. I'm guessing that's maybe why they're around 12. Stormgald Spy, Seasoned Tactician, Misinformation, and a Sol Grail. 3 artifact, pay 3 for an artifact. When Sol Grail comes into play, choose a color, tap to add 1 mana of the chosen color to your mana pool. Play this ability as an interrupt. Thank you. Oh boy, going on to pack 9, right? Pack 9. Oh, I got excited for a second. Same mana cost too. Look at that artwork though. That's pretty cool. The artwork alone is, well, no, it's not worth the same as a Force of Will. Feast or Famine. Pyrokinesis. Kevorkian Horror. Pay 4 for a 2/2. At the end of any turn, if Kevorkian Horror is in your graveyard with a summoned card directly above it, you may put it into your hand. That's interesting. Sehr interessant. On Deutsch. Come on, give us some excitement. Primitive Justice. False Demise. Pillage. And a Ritual of the Machine. Sacrifice a creature, gain control of target. Oh yeah, we already talked about this. Pack number 10 down. Holy guacamole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 packs to go in part 2. I demand a Force of Will. It is my will. Oh, it didn't work. Ashnod Silex. Artifact. Target player looks at the top 3 cards of her library and puts one of them on top of the library. Remove the remaining from the game. Well, we've had cards that have basically done that or some variant of it for a very long time. Do 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 do. Hailstorm. Do 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 do. False Demise. It's almost becoming like automatic. Shield Sphere. Rogue Sky Captain. 3/4 flying for 3. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a wage counter on Rogue Sky Captain. During your upkeep, pay 2 for each wage counter, or remove all wage counters from Rogue Sky Captain. Target opponent gains control. That seems like kind of a cool way to interact. That might be kind of a cool way to have cards interact in today's game. You hire your forces, and you know they'll work for whoever will pay them the most. It's like real life. Pack number 13, lucky number 13. Surge of Strength, Gorilla Shaman, Reprisal, Kevorkian Horror. Starting to doubt that it's that card's rarity. Do 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 do. Let me just pull these out. Okay, 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. For the sake of my sanity and my subs' patient watching, can we deliver an interesting card? Gorilla Shaman, Keldoran Home Guard, Kevorkian Plague, and a Wandering Mage. 3 color, white, blue, black. Pay 1 life. This is kind of an interesting card for an 03. Pay 1 life, prevent up to 2 damage any creature. 1 blue, prevent 1 damage to any cleric. 1 black, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature you control to prevent up to 2 damage to any player. Okay. And pack number 15. Diseased Vermin, School of the Unseen, Deadly Insect, and Balduvian Horde. We have a 4-drop when it comes into for a 4-drop for a 5. When it comes into play, discard a card at random from your hand or bury it. It's a risk I'd probably take, especially if I only had 2 cards left in my hand and one of them was a land I didn't need. Well, that is part 2. I don't want to make it all about Force of Wills, but as we've seen before in my vintage box openings, even in the regular stuff, when you take it in thirds, it really seems like you get a really good third, a really crappy third, and a so-so third. So in the first third, we had a Force of Will and the other 2 rares that are worth anything. And I'm assuming back then that the value was the same. And the second third, we found Diddly Poop. So either way, I hope it brought you some enjoyment. And here's to part 3 not being as boring. If you're new to the channel, make sure you take a second just to subscribe down below. Join one of the fastest growing Magic the Gathering YouTube channels out there. If you like this video, also take a second to crush that thumbs up button. It would mean a lot to me. And if you want to chat about literally anything Magic the Gathering related, use the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. We'll talk again real soon.